Thank you very much. Mr. Gibson, GAO has reported that nearly a third of the roughly $1.5 trillion cost of current defense acquisition programs is a product of cost growth over initial estimates, which suggests that the department has trouble either estimating costs or holding contractors to original estimates. Now we are looking at a proposal to spend something on the order of $1.7 trillion on nuclear modernization, including the development of new weapons platforms and warheads. There have been warnings issued that if we were to do that, those modernization plans would wipe out other defense programs. So I guess there are two problems that I'd ask you to comment on. One, what's the plan for funding that without cannibalizing other programs? Is it just put it on the credit card? We seem to be getting expert on that around here. And two, are there additional controls that we should put in place over this nuclear program to make sure that the $1.7 trillion doesn't have the same fate befall it that befell the other defense acquisition programs of these massive cost overruns?
Senator, in the area of contracting, the particulars we're focusing on is the common purchase of goods and services, and doing that in a more efficient, effective manner. That is an area that I am specifically focusing on. And what this does is this takes a look at contracts from what's called a clean sheeting, a very common private sector practice, to set the requirements and set the terms and conditions, and then look across the market to best derive value. We're also looking at setting requirements in, again, common services contracts so that it's the same across.
I'm sorry, but I think what I was trying to get at in my question is, does a massive oncoming expenditure like $1.7 trillion for this nuclear modernization program give us an occasion to take a look at new and different checks and controls specific to that program to see if we can learn something from it and have it not fall to the same fate as the existing defense acquisitions of massive cost overruns?
Yes, sir. I believe the opportunity to look across all phases of acquisition. So the area that we're focused on, absolutely. We need to do it. It's good fundamentals and good business. I know, Ms. Lord. You wouldn't
object if we looked forward to this nuclear modernization program and looked at additional ways to try to make sure that the estimation and accounting was done better than has been through traditional.
Senator, I think that's foundational to doing things right.
Okay.
I think that's how we need to do it. I know Ms. Lord.
Let me ask one last question then. DOD contract management has been on GAO's high-risk report list for almost 25 years. And there are obvious concerns about the relationship between the Defense Department, the defense contractors' role in Congress. There's kind of a loop that can exist there. And in addition, there's the revolving door problem between the Department of Defense and these contractors, with a view that some of the contracts may not be managed as scrupulously as ideal. Are there things that we should be doing to improve the revolving door issue between the Department of Defense and these contractors to make sure that the relationship with these contractors remains healthy for the taxpayer?
Senator, just my specific area of expertise is not contracting and acquisitions. However, I will say it's my understanding that between the policies in the FAR and within contracting, as well as our ethics, those are in place. I think it's always our responsibility to follow those to ensure that we truly get to the best place from a contracting standpoint and a conflicts of interest standpoint.
You agree that it's vital that the contractor should be serving the Defense Department and not vice versa?
I think leveraging the private sector is absolutely invaluable to us, and that we are the customer and they are the supplier.
My time is up.